don't do your hair at home. Wait, just please wait a few more weeks.
Hey, Kyle here. If we haven't met yet, I'm the secretary for the Hazel, Dell, Salmon Creek Business Association and the lead pastor of Generations Church. As part of our combined initiative to support local businesses during this season, we are sitting down with local businesses to hear their stories, how they're navigating COVID-19, and how you, the community, can support them during this season. In today's interview, I sit down with Lisa Hazel, the owner for Utopia Salon and Day Spa, and we had a great conversation. It was super interesting to hear how they are preparing for reopening with an eye towards the future. I hope you enjoyed today's interview, and let's dive in. Hey, Kyle here. Today I am sitting down with Lisa Hazel, the owner of Utopia Salon and Day Spa. Lisa, why don't you just go ahead and introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about yourself, and what do people who are watching this interview need to know about you?
Hi, I am Lisa Hazel. I have been a hairstylist 33 years and originally from New York. I have owned Utopia Salon and Day Spa for 16 years. We just this week celebrated our 16th year. So that's super exciting and a little underwhelming this year since there was really nothing to do. No big celebrations. And we are a full service salon and spa here in Hazel Dell on 78th Street. We offer full hair services, colors, cuts, balayage. Our spa side has nails and pedicures and waxing and facials and microblading and lashes and all the things to just pamper everybody and make them feel good and look good.
So you said originally from New York. What brought you out here to Vancouver?
Well, it's probably a typical story. A guy brought me out here. And I've been out here about 27 years now, 28 years. So more than half my life. And yeah, I can't imagine living anyplace else. Maybe Hawaii, but yeah, I love it here. It's definitely more home than New York.
So what has made this city, what has made Vancouver home for you?
Well, of course, I had my kids and school, and it's so different than New York. The community out here is pretty tight knit, and definitely when I started business, you can feel that way bigger. There's so many networking events and so many people supporting each other in the business community. It's amazing. And, the schools have been great. It takes a village, and it's definitely a good village to be in.
So give us the backstory on how Utopia got started. And give us a snapshot of its history.
Well, it's been a crazy ride for 16 years. When I first moved out here, I worked in Portland a little bit at a salon, and then decided to stay in Vancouver closer to my kids. They were young at the time. I did get divorced, so I was a single mom working in the salon, and there really was just never a place that was providing the level of service that I wanted for my clients, that I had learned about and worked in New York. And so I just felt the only way to make sure I had the service I want to provide is to create it myself. So in 30 days, once I made the decision, do it now, I had to find a place, beg, cry to the city for permits, and a lot of late nights, my little kids sleeping on the concrete floor, pounding nails, long nights, and honestly, 45 days. And then Utopia was built and we opened, and it's been quite a journey. And we've changed locations once. So we did that process all over again, 30 days, build another salon, a lot of late nights. And it's been great. It's been great to give back to the community and to, you know, my whole goal has been to change the way people view our industry, to make it a place where it's not this, you couldn't make it doing something else kind of job. You know, there are a lot of single moms who are hairstylists. There's a lot of wives and moms who are the sole provider for their family in this industry. So it was really important to me to provide a really supportive, encouraging, safe place for them to work. And, you know, we're an employee salon, which is rare in our industry, especially out here. So my focus is really taking care of the hairstylist, the nail techs, and providing just great service for all the clients.
You care. I hear in your, you know, in that story, you care for your employees. You're trying to do right by them. And so how has COVID-19 affected you as a business owner?
Basically stopped. Everything stopped March 15th. And, you know, I am grateful that I called unemployment. I got all the information for them and I set them up, you know, to get unemployment, to get benefits. And they were really in a good position. So I'm super grateful for that. We have our team meetings like this online. We still connect, lots of online education. They're working hard, you know, learning so that when we come back, they're even better than they were before. But yeah, financially for the business, it just came to a complete stop. We have been able to do a little bit of curbside pickup for retail products. But other than that, you know, as the owner, I don't get to collect unemployment. I don't have any of that coming in, but as long as my girls are good and taken care of and I check in with them and, you know, if there's anything I need to do, I want to be there for them and be a support and be that positive, you know, face and their biggest cheerleader. So, so that's kind of where we stand. We're just waiting for the go ahead to open, and we've got all our hand sanitizer and masks, and just got my no contact thermometer yesterday. Yay! So we'll, you know, we're just ready to go. And one of the things that I would like to point out for everybody is, you know, our industry is already regulated by the state for safety and sanitation. Like, it's basically the biggest part of the licensing for our industry. And you get inspected every year. Just before we closed, we scored 100 on our safety and sanitation. So we, you know, we already have such high standards and practices going every day when we're with people. Of course, now we've upped it a little bit more, but it's just good for people to know that, you know, this industry already has really high standards on keeping everybody safe and with our sanitation.
So as you guys plan to reopen in the coming weeks, what are some of those additional policies and procedures that you guys are implementing in preparation to open?
Yeah, we right now, I mean, obviously we can't adhere to the 6-foot rule with a client, but all our stations are spread apart. You know, upon entering, we have hand sanitizer. We have the plexiglass shield up at our front desk. We have put together an entire hand manual with protocol, and we have brought on a new employee for safety and sanitation. That's
Mm.
their specialty. So we're excited about that. And really with the one-on-one with clients, masks, sanitizing everything in between, which we normally do. Always have gloves on, and, you know, just spreading them out though. No back-to-back clients, making sure we have enough time in between to get everything thoroughly cleaned. Our capes are always one per client and then washed. So a lot of it will remain the same, but just, you know, the things that the government now is implementing will add to.
What are you learning right now in this season with all this, as you're navigating this as an owner and you're trying to make preparations with a timetable that you're not quite certain if it'll be the timetable that is, you know, it'll be actual. What are you learning right now in this season?
I have to say the biggest thing that I am learning is patience. Patience and understanding. And, you know, everybody is affected by this, regardless of your political views, regardless of your religious views, business, owner, employee, merchant. There's really not one person across the world that is not affected by this. And, you know, just try to have understanding with everybody. And again, you know, support your community, support your small businesses. But yeah, for learning, just a lot of patience, a lot of patience, and learning to try to be prepared as best you can, the hurry up and wait.
What are some ways that people can support Utopia Salon and Day Spa during this season? And even as you look towards reopening with that in mind, how can clients and even new customers support you?
Don't do your hair at home. Wait, just please wait a few more weeks. And, you know, we have online retail, we have online gift cards. And, you know, it's hard. It's not just about Utopia Salon, you know, again, just support your small businesses, and reach out to them, leave reviews. Gift cards are great. You know, the online retail is great. Pickup retail is great. There's more out there. I know there's a lot of talk about restaurants and bars, and it's a big part of the community. They're not the only part of the community. So think of all the other businesses that are out there that are closed. You know, the ones you might not think of, the retail stores, the boutiques, the escape rooms, the party rental places. You know, we're all here. The accountants are being affected, the bookkeepers, the churches. So really, you know, support your community, and yeah, just be patient and be understanding with the local businesses, and, you know, give them a hug when you can.
So how can people reach you? Where can they go to schedule appointments in the coming weeks? Because we're all going to wait to do our hair until you reopen. So how where can people find you, and how can they reach out to you?
I feel like we're available everywhere, but we do have online booking, and the online retail. So you could find us on our website, utopiadayspasalon.com. We are also on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all the social media avenues that are out there, smoke signals. You can give us a call, 360-573-4806. And yeah, we're just super excited to get back in here and pamper everybody. I think everybody is going to need it and deserve it after all of this.
Is there anything else that you would like to make potential clients and customers aware of? Would anything that you'd like the community to be aware of, kind of on a closing final note?
We're so blessed and grateful to be part of the community for 16 years. And, you know, we've had a lot of accomplishments and a lot of, you know, top 200 in the nation. for the last 5 years. But really, it's really about just giving back and supporting your community. And I hope, whether you come here or not, just make sure that you take care of the Vancouver, Hazel, Dell, Salmon Creek area, and support your mom and pops and your small businesses.
Yes, support local all the way. Thanks for sitting down with me today for this interview, Lisa, and we look forward to seeing you guys open and running soon. You can stop in, you can online retail right now, so you can even support them during this season and wait to get your hair done, and so that you can support them when they're open.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, and stay safe.
Let us know your biggest takeaway from today's interview. We want to hear from you. What are you learning in these interviews that we're having with different business owners and operators? We also want to see your pictures as you support local businesses. Make sure you use the hashtag #SupportVanWa and also the hashtag #SupportLocal. And if you want Generations Church to see this hashtag, use hashtag GenWa. We would love to see how you are supporting local businesses during this season.